Hi guys, welcome back. Today I want to show you my German World War II recon units for bolt action or battle group, whatever, in 1/72nd scale. So, well, what's the point of reconnaissance? What's the benefit you have from putting these in your army list? Well, first of all, I play on 1/72nd scale, so you can create much more vehicles, put much more vehicles to the table than in 28mm or bolt action scale. So, but it also differs on the game you play. In bolt action, it's more like whatever you can see, you can shoot at, and for the rest, for air support or artillery, coordinating your mortar shots, you're gonna need forward air observer, artillery observer, sniper teams to take out high value targets like enemy machine guns or HQs, officers, or enemy sniper teams. But in battle group, you're gonna have to get people in there to actually scout it out. So, and that's where these come in very handy indeed. So in bolt action, they'll be more like mobile platforms, and they're still very useful because these two, for instance, this is a swimming wagon or swimming vehicle. It can wade through water, so it's gonna be the wheeled vehicles are the fastest in bolt action and any other in World War II wargaming. So you can use these to quickly secure objectives, quickly take it until they can be relieved by a heavier squad of infantry or whatever. They can be relieved by a bigger force. So their machine gun is basically for self-defense. May they run into an ambush or whatever. But when I spent a little time in the Dutch army, which is a long time ago, but in the Netherlands you have like pre-military courses, so you can take a military course. You get part of basic military training, but you also still go to school. So, and when I was there for the military training, I had the opportunity to talk to some recon guys, some scout guys, and they used the Fennec light armored vehicle, and it was an excellent vehicle, and it actually reminds me of this one right here. Because the Fennec could raise its camera up. It could elevate its camera with infrared to scout things out. It can stay hidden amongst the trees. It can use its camera system as a periscope. It has a 50 cal to engage, and it also looks like in the Fennec the driver is in the center, and the shape of it is pretty similar. So, but when I talked to the scout guys, these scouts said our job is not to fight. Our job is not to engage the enemy. We are the eyes and the ears of the brigade. So we go out, we hide. If we get engaged, if we get into contact, we mark the coordinates and we get the hell out of there. So, and he also said we can be used to do some precision reconnaissance as well. So let's imagine you want to cross, your army needs to cross a bridge, but you're not sure if that bridge is wired with explosives or not. So, and he said then we go in at night, we should first scout out the area with the Fennec observation systems. When we think that's clear enough, we go in for some close reconnaissance. So we dismount our vehicles and we check out if the bridge is clear. So saying that, basically it means like reconnaissance are there for reconnaissance, to contact to scout out where the enemy is and get the hell out. But I'm gonna use them also to quickly secure objectives. So let's say if I need to cross a river because I want to take a bridge, this guy is gonna be crossing some space away from that bridge, gonna cross the river and engage the enemy in the rear. While the enemy is distracted, I will engage him from the front. Stuff like that. The Kubelwagen is more like a fast thing that I will use to fly left and right wherever the enemy is, wherever an enemy infantry squad is, or some of my guys need some machine gun support fast. I can bring it in there. but again, I will also use this one to quickly secure objectives until it can be relieved. Now here, the Leichter Panzerspeerwagen, or the light armored reconnaissance vehicle as the Germans call it, is gonna be more useful. I still have to put an MG42 or MG34, I'm sorry, on there, and a weapon cage, because this one can also elevate its gun. So, and this one is gonna be also used for reconnaissance, but I will also use it to especially hunt enemy sniper teams, because it has a lot of firepower. It's basically really an infantry killer with both that cannon and the MG34. And I want to use it to engage enemy sniper teams, but I can also use it to engage other enemy heavy weapon systems like machine guns or mortars or stuff like that. I'll be engaging with this one. And in the meantime, if a squad of mine runs into trouble, it can quickly go in there, because it's still wheeled and also armored. It carries a weapon system, so it can quickly move in there and get down some suppressive fire on the enemy and get some pins on there so I can get out of trouble. Now this one here, this is one of Forces of Valor, I believe. It's the diecast one. It's I was fortunately to get some models for €5 a piece. But normally they are pretty expensive. So, and this is basically, you know, the half track, or the Hanomag, as the Germans say. It has several machine guns on there, and it's basically used as an infantry transport, you know, to keep up with for the Panzer Grenadiers, to keep up with the tanks and provide some infantry support. But you can also use it for reconnaissance. So, but basically this is gonna be my transport for the recon guys, because if one of these guys, if I combine them, you know, I'm getting a pretty good force, because let's say this guy runs into trouble. He can quickly get some pins down on the enemy, some shots in with the machine gun, until this guy comes up with an infantry squad in there with anti-tank weapons or even a light machine gun, until they deploy and secure that objective, or gain the momentum in the firefight, gain the initiative. So, and what I was thinking will also be useful is, can you, I'm not sure, but can you transport infantry or sniper teams with these jeeps? Or can they only move on foot? So that's something I'm gonna have to look into, because that would be excellent to deploy snipers quickly with these cars, get them in there, and quickly bring them to a good sniping position or good spotter position. That would be a very powerful combination indeed. So that's basically my idea for my recon elements. So stay tuned, there's lots more coming. Thanks for watching, and stay safe.